Hello and welcome to Algebra 2 tutorial. In this video we're continuing our look at exponential functions, and in particular we're going to look at an application of it that's an extension of the applications we've already done. So we've done a lot of credit card examples and bank statement examples, but one thing has been missing, especially from the credit card examples: making payments. We always have this debt and it just stays there and accumulates interest over and over again. That's not very realistic, I hope. Instead, if you have a debt, every month you make a payment on it and so it goes down. Now you still accumulate interest, but you're paying it down as well. And so that's what we want to try to model. And when you do that, there's a special word for it. It's called an amortization. So when you get a big loan for like a house, they give you a payment plan that maps out all your payments. That is called an amortization. So we're going to do one so you can kind of see how it works to earn interest or to get charged interest every month while you are paying your principal down. So here's our scenario. Suppose you owe $1,000 on a credit card with an APR of 20% that's compounded monthly. Now you might think at first 5 payments of $200 would pay this off. 5 times 200 is 1,000. But every month you get charged interest, and so you owe a little bit more. So this won't quite do it. But we're going to model it anyways, doing $200 a month, and see how much is left over at the end that didn't get paid off. So let's take a look at this. So at first we have our initial principal, which is $1,000. But our first bill that we get after a month is not going to be for $1,000 because after a month we get charged interest. So we have to calculate the interest that we are charged. So let's do that. That's our compound interest formula. So it's 1,000 times 1 plus our interest rate, which is 20%, divided by the number of compoundings, which, because it's a credit card bill compounded monthly, it's 12, raised to the power of 12 again, times the time. Now this is the one thing that's a little bit tricky for some people. The time, only 1 month has passed, and so our time is actually only 1 month. So 1 month is 1/12. So we'll type in 1/12, close that off, and this will tell us what our actual bill is at first. So it's $1,016.66. All right, now we're ready to make a payment. Now that we have our bill, our payment is going to be $200. So we pay off $200, and so now we only owe $816.66. So now that principal gets carried over to the next month. So our next month bill starts out at $816, but of course the total isn't just $816. Another month has gone by, so we get charged another interest amount. So we got to go back to our calculator and type that in again. Thankfully, if I hit second enter, it brings up the previous statement, so I don't have to write the whole thing in. So this is going to be $816.66. If I hit second insert, I can put in the 66 cents. Now everything else is the same, and it might be a little weird that we're going to keep the time at 1/12, because you might say, hey, this is the second month. Maybe we should do it for 2. But only 1 more month has gone by. We already took care of this interest right here in the first month. If we did 2 months, that would be double counting that interest. So from here to here has only been 1 month. We only get 1 more month's worth of interest. So that stays as 1/12. So we hit enter. We're now at $830.27. So now that we've been charged interest, we make a payment minus $200. We are now at $630.27, and that gets carried over. All right, now hopefully this goes a little bit faster. We get charged interest. So 6.30 and 27 cents. Again, I'm not changing the time because it's still 1 month has gone by. Hit enter, and it goes up to 640. Minus 200. We're at 440 and 77 cents. So that also carries over. And we have to do our interest again. So second, enter. So now we only owe 440 and 77 cents. But that goes up now to 448. And let's call that 12 cents minus 200, and we're at 248 and 12 cents. So that gets carried over. We get charged interest one more time. $2.48 and 12 cents. Goes up to $2.52 and 25 cents. Minus 200 again. And so we are now at $52.25. So that's where I'm going to stop actually, because I've done this for 5 months, which means I have paid a total of $1,000. But this credit card company is still not done with me because they still say I owe $52.25. So the next bill will be for $52, and I'll have to pay an extra $52 to this company. So for the convenience of using their credit card to pay off this $1,000 over 5 months, they are charging me $52 total. That is your total amount of interest that's left over, because all my payments are that $1,000. I've now paid $1,000, but I still owe 52 bucks. So that's kind of how that can work with interest payments when you are making a payment, and not just letting the interest get bigger and bigger. So it's an important thing to know that's happening. You may not actually do that math ever, but that math is happening whenever you make a credit card payment or whenever you make a car payment or a house payment. That is happening. All right, let me give you one to take a look at. See if you can do this on this example. It's very similar, but the amounts are different. Good luck.